everybody, Conor here from Everwonder, back with another HubSpot highlights video. Today we're going to look at smart content. Smart content allows you to change the content that people see based on who they are in terms of the profile that you have of them and the data points, and also their engagement history with you, what content they have engaged with you previously. It's a really easy feature to enable and a very powerful one in terms of the experience that your prospects, leads, and customers will have with your content. So we're going to show you how to do it in emails and landing pages. It's the same process for both, but there's a couple of key differences in terms of what's available on both. So the first thing we're going to do is we're jumping into an email here. Let's change the header image based on the people that are seeing it. So in order to add smart content to any asset in an email, you can do it on any part of it. You click on the More and then click on Add Smart Rule. Here you'll see that we can change what people see based on their membership of a contact list or their life cycle stage. It doesn't sound like a lot of options, but list membership gives you huge latitude. Any property in your database can fuel a list. Just remember that. Any data point in your database can fuel a list. So it actually gives you huge flexibility. So that's what we're going to do. We've created 3 smart lists ahead of time. So we are going to create content that matches to those smart lists so that people who fall into those smart lists all see different content. And remember, those smart lists could be based on any data point. So we click on Save. And now when we click on the image and come over here, we can see here that we have a variation and that we can edit based on those lists. So the default image is what people will see if they don't fall into a list. If they fall into Smart List 1, we can change the content. So let's say we change it to this. If they fall into Smart List 2, let's swap the content out. So it's this. And if they fall into Smart List 3, we swap the content out for another image. Now, as easily done as that, that smart content is now enabled in that email, meaning all of the people, when they fall into these 3 lists, will see unique imagery. And if they don't fall into a list, we have our backup. It's as simple as that. That means those people are going to see unique images that are targeted to them based on their data points. Let's have a quick look at a call to action. We can do the same thing with buttons. Hover over the button, click on More, Add Smart Rule, and we're going to follow the exact same process. We're going to add our 3 smart lists to this. And in the same way as we did with the image, we then click here and then we can edit the content. For our default people, we can say see what's new. For Smart List 1, we can say subscribe. For Smart List 2, we might say view case studies. And let's say we know that the people on Smart List 3 are just highly engaged. So for them, we might say book a consultation. And now, once again, when this email hits the inboxes, depending on where people fall on this list, they're going to see different calls to action depending on those data points. Really simple, really straightforward, very easy to enable. The same process then goes for landing pages. Here's a landing page. Let's say you want to change the headline up here on this. So quite easily, again, you can add smart rules. You can actually change the entire content if you want. You could change form content. You could do everything. So let's look at smart rules. Let's add again. Now, what you'll see here on landing pages and on website pages is not only do you have the contact list membership and lifecycle stage from emails, but you also have things like the ad source. What ads have they interacted with? Imagine you had a landing page ad and you were able to change the landing page content based on the ad they clicked on. It's possible. You can have localization, language changes based on the country, the device type, referral source. So really powerful stuff here. But the same thing applies as did before. Adding your smart rules, we just decide what we want to determine that. We add our lists again. And then, as we did before, we can simply swap out content in here based on what people see. So that can be headline 1. This can be headline 2. And this can be headline 3. Now, once again, very easily done, but hugely powerful. The default headline is unlock exclusive insights. The new headline for Smart List 1, Smart List 2, finally Smart List 3. And again, we can do that with any content here. We could do it with our images, we could do it with our headlines, we could do it with buttons, calls to actions, we could do it with this down here. So again, whether you're working with emails, whether you're working with landing pages, blog posts, smart content is just a no-brainer. It's a really, really powerful feature. It's very straightforward to set up. All you need to decide is what criteria do we want to base the smart content and the change on. Once you've figured that out, get in there, try it out, and give people the experience that they deserve. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.